today we're going to make Mexican pockets, which is a nice snack for you to have, or it can go in your lunchbox, or you can have it with salad and wedges as a main meal. Now, the recipe will be given to you by your teacher, and there are quite a few vegetables on there. You can, of course, ask your teacher if there's anything you don't like, whether you can substitute it for a vegetable that you do like. But remember, we've only got an hour in lesson, so if you're substituting a vegetable like peas for another vegetable, it either has to be prepared at home or doesn't need preparing. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grease our baking tray. We don't want it swimming, we just want it lightly greased so our pockets don't stick. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our oven on. Now, you have had a go at putting the ovens on when you've made your muffins, and you remember that half the school kitchen room is gas and the other half is electric. With the electric ovens, you've got to remember to put the red switch on the wall, and then you turn the cooker switch to 200. With the gas ovens, it's slightly more complicated. You must open the oven door. If you do not open the oven door, you will not get a flame. You then turn the relevant switch right the way around to the power sign, press down on the switch, check you've got a flame, and then you can turn it back to the relevant gas mark. And the relevant gas mark is, what's it on the recipe? Need my glasses on. The relevant gas mark is gas 6. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to prepare our vegetables. So to prepare our vegetables, we need our green board, sharp knife from the middle table, and our recipe says spring onions, 1 spring onion. Now you can either use your knife to chop that. Notice I've got a plate for my bits, or you can use scissors. Scissors are actually a bit quicker, and you can chop it straight into your bowl into little rings. Chopping into our bowl. The next thing we're going to prepare is our pepper, and we only want half pepper. So remember I said you treat a pepper like a box, so we only want 2 sides of our box, not the whole pepper. Bridge and claw method. So we're going to claw with our hand and slice our pepper. And then we're going to collect those all together, and we're going to dice our pepper. So again, bridge with our hand, slice our pepper, claw with our hand, slice our pepper, and then we're going to dice our pepper. Try and get them as even as possible, and don't get them too chunky, otherwise they will be a bit crunchy after they've been cooked. Pop those into your bowl. The next thing we need in our bowl is frozen peas, 25 grams of frozen peas. So if you're weighing them, remember, put your bowl on the scales before you weigh, turn the scales on, make sure the unit is in grams, and weigh your 25 grams. Still too many. There we go, 25 grams. Into our bowl those go. And to that we're going to add our sweet corn. Again, 25 grams. There will be can openers on the middle table, but if you've got a ring pull, you need to lift the ring pull and push it right out. Then pull. And we'll get a spoon. And all these different colours of vegetables are giving us different vitamins and minerals. So this is quite a healthy snack or dish. So those in there as well. And then our red kidney beans. We need 25 beans. We need 50 grams of red kidney beans. Now these are covered in salted water to preserve them. So get your sieve and tip them out to drain out that salted water. Don't put your can lid in the bin as is, because you might cut the cleaner, pop it back in your tin, then put the tin in the bin. So 50 grams. Again, make sure your scales are on 0 and they are on grams. Now 50 grams is only about half, well, a quarter of a tin. You can freeze these afterwards and use them in, make another Mexican pockets, or you could use them in a chili con carne. Okay, so that's all our vegetables in there. The next thing we need to prepare is our cheese. So we're going to swap boards and we're going to get our whiteboard out, and we're using the large hole of the grater. We need the cheese, we need 25 grams again, 20 grams, even less, not too much. Okay, so we're going to again measure that. Make sure our scales are on 0. That's far too much, so we don't need a lot of cheese. It's only about half that amount. So that is enough cheese. Because cheese is an energy-dense food, that means it is high in fat, because fat gives you double the energy value than carbohydrates or protein, so you don't need so much of it. So flat surface, I don't want you doing this, you'll break your fingers. And because it's a small piece, you need to keep your hand quite fairly flat to grate it. That's going to go in our vegetable mixture. And then we need to chop our cooked meat. And we've got cooked chicken here. And again, we only need 25 grams of that. Make sure your scales are on 0. That is about as much chicken as we need. You could use ham, you could use bacon, but you would have to bring the bacon in cooked. And you're going to dice that again into small pieces. As you can see, I'm using the whiteboard because the chicken has been cooked. If you don't dice it into small pieces, then you will just get one big chunk in the pocket rather than lots of little bits. So that goes in. And the final thing that we're going to put in our filling mixture is chili powder. And you can use chipolato paste or chili powder, and you need a 5mm spoon. This is a teaspoon. Don't try and do it over your filling in case you put too much in and then make it too hot. Make sure that it's level. Again, if it's heat, you're going to make it very hot. That goes in. And we give that a stir. So we get all the mixture mixed up. It looks lovely and colourful. And the cheese will melt while they're cooking and stick the mixture together. So that's your filling. The next thing we need to do is prepare our egg. So we need 1 egg. We're going to crack into a measuring jug. Raw eggs contain salmonella and campylobacter food poisoning, so wash your hands afterwards. And give it a whisk round. You're then going to need a pastry brush. These will be on the centre table, okay, and you need to put that in your egg mixture. Right, we're ready to make our filling. Now it says on the recipe that you can either use mini wraps, 4 mini wraps, or 2 large tortilla wraps. If you're using the large ones, you're going to cut them in half. So, using the whiteboard and the sharp knife, cut your mini tortilla in half. Okay. And it then says brush the edges, cut in half, brush the edges with the beaten egg. So we're going to brush the edges with the beaten egg. It then says leave for 30 seconds, then fold into a cone shape, sealing the edges carefully. I think that's about 30 seconds, so we're going to fold it into a cone shape, sealing the edges carefully. Okay, so there's our cone shape, and now we're going to fill it with our filling. Now do not overfill it, otherwise it will burst at the seams and all your filling will come out during cooking. So I filled it up to where I've brushed the egg with it. You're then going to seal the edge. And place it on your baking tray. Okay. Once you've done all 4, and I'll do one more just to show you, brush all the edges with egg, leave for 30 seconds. Once you've done them, filled them, you're going to brush them with egg, and then you're going to pop them in the oven for 10 minutes. Please remember to use oven gloves. So 30 seconds, make it into a cone shape, make sure you've sealed it, press down, fill your cone to about halfway full, to where you've got your egg sealing it. press round it firmly. On the tray, brush with egg, and then you're going to get oven gloves. Just check that it's all sealed before they go in the oven. You're going to get oven gloves because your oven is hot. Make sure the door is stable when you open it. Place your pockets in the oven and cook for 10 minutes. Now if you make your vegetables too chunky, they will be very, very crunchy when they come out, because 10 minutes is not long to cook them. And they will be golden brown when they come out. When they come out, you will need to use oven gloves again, and you will need to put a wooden mat on the work surface to put your baking tray on.